Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our Topps Player Spotlight. Willie Winters will be in the glow. And everybody's been talking about the perfecto he tossed a few days ago. So today, everybody's anxious to see what his encore will be.
Yeah, and it was such a thrill to watch him make baseball history with that perfect game. I mean, it's just such an amazingly difficult thing to do, and he did it in such dominant fashion. I mean, I know that it's sort of obvious, but really, there's not another word that I can think of that describes him on that day better than dominant. But after all the emotions and excitement he's dealt with this week, it'll be interesting to see how focused and ready he is in this one. Should be a fun one to watch.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next. Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Indians, Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cleveland Indians. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Francisco Lindor comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Francisco.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus. They've really made up some ground here in this past week or so.
One away. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, guys, as this game moves along, keep an eye on Gerardo Parra. He's the best base stealer on this team. It's a real rally starter every time he's able to get on.
Gerardo Parra will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Now, 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Yeah, well, Logan Forsythe, he doesn't have show-stopping speed, but his defense is highly regarded for a good reason. He's had some trouble staying healthy, but that shouldn't overshadow some of his great performances.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
2.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
And he is into scoring position at second with their first hit, a 2-out double.
And this is a good sign that he might be ready to break out of this slump of his. I can almost guarantee you that he talked about this with his hitting coach. Take the ball the other way, use the whole field. You can do that, good things will start happening.
And that's through, a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Juan Uribe will dig in now as we show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Kiermaier. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Howie Kendrick will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in left. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, there's no question this guy's got to be in the running for the Cy Young this year. He makes quick work of this guy on 3 pitches. That was just too easy.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 7 homers. This is in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. On the ground to third. Longoria's got it. On to first, and there are 2 down. Mike Napoli will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Forsythe has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Abraham Almonte will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Lifted the other way out to left center. Jennings is under it. 1 out. Coming to the plate now, Francisco Lindor, as the switch hitter will take his cut. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
In is Gerardo Parra. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. Bases.
When you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Michael Brantley is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th now to 1-2. Yeah, 2014 was really an outstanding year for Mr. Brantley. He went to the All-Star game for the first time, won a Silver Slugger, and ended up 3rd in the AL MVP voting.
That's pretty amazing. Not only that, he was a 20-20 guy. He had exactly 20 bombs. And then
contact, and he'll get another chance. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And you see it there on your screen. Strikeout number 100 for him on the year, and that ain't bad. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, strikes, and he'll see another one. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Longoria will make the catch to retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. Howie Kendrick will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The right fielder,
Lonnie Chisenhall stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Mike Napoli will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Kiermaier, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. Striding into the box, Abraham Almonte. He'll swing it from the left.
A bit more pop in that bat, hitting left-handed.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. Longoria's there. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Francisco Lindor will come forward now. He's popped out at full count, 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
In a 1-run game like this, just keeping this guy off base is a big development because he can do his damage in a lot of different ways.
In is Gerardo Parra as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his left. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
So he's just a 1/3 of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs.
Well, Matt, they're near the top of the league in that category. As you can see right here, when your team ERA is that low, it definitely takes the pressure off the offense a little bit. More importantly, it gives you a chance to win every single night.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Beautiful diving stop. He's out.
Oh, what a play.
Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Yan Gomes will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup. Fourth. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a one-run ball game. And they could certainly use a quick seventh inning here.
One out now for the Indians in their seventh. And standing in now, 0-1. This is hit high and deep out to left. Jennings going back, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Second baseman
Howie Kendrick steps in. He was able to reach base.
He's definitely still bringing it. It's the seventh inning, and we're still here in the...
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Lonnie Chisenhall, as they'll look to get some ball called for strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
First baseman
Mike Napoli will step in now. He's bounced out and
coming right after him.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Abraham Almonte will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Forsythe is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Francisco Lindor will stand in for the 4th time now. Still looking for his first 0 now.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Indians leave 1. They still trail it here 3-1. A nice look there at downtown Cleveland's skyline from the Cuyahoga River just outside Progressive Field, where Gerardo Parra will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And this will get by Longoria at third. It's a fair ball.
the batter.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Brad Boxberger is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
26. Brad Boxberger.
Time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays baseball is next. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, one thing's for sure. They love what Mookie Betts brings to this offense. He enters the day among the league leaders in the AL in RBIs. He's just a huge part of this lineup. seems like when he goes, they go. We'll see if that's the case in this match.
And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys as his numbers are on your screen. Xander Bogaerts strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jennings is there, and it's a first pitch out to start the ball game. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. His on-base percentage is over 400 in the last 10 ball games. Done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Here's the first pitch to him. Dustin Pedroia is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind them. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
David Ortiz will dig in now. 1 home run shy.
I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. Boston nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Mookie Betts will get his first opportunity now.
Fourth fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And the Red Sox have their first hit of the ball game.
Batting fifth.
At the plate, Travis Shaw. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
To second for 1.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. Got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Miller is there for it. 2 gone. Chris Young set to take his first cuts with a man at... Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Brock Holt will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. After it is Jennings. And a rather easy first out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Blake Swihart will stand. Hit on the ground is short. Miller's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Xander Bogaerts will get a second crack at it here. He flies in. That'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Dustin Pedroia will step in to lead things off here for the Red Sox. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for route number 1.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though, so he's going to have to go grab a seat.
Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz. Swung on and popped high in the air out toward short right field. Forsythe is underneath this one. 2 gone.
Just coasting right along here. Gets another pop-up, and look, he's barely breaking a sweat out there.
With a fastball, it's 1-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail it here 2-0. Travis Shaw heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Grounded back up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight. And the first one, boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
No problem here, 1 away. Chris Young is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Coming to the plate now, Brock Holt. He flew out.
This one. Another first pitch.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and the Red Sox have come back to knock things up at 2.
Well, that's going to be a wake-up call. Sudden, boys, we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Jennings is under it, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Xander Bogaerts will stand in as he'll lead things off plate. Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Dustin Pedroia comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Under it is Jennings as he makes the catch for the first out. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And here's the still dangerous left-handed bat of David Ortiz. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. Took something off the curveball there, 76 miles an hour. It's 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, there's no question this guy's got to be in the running for the Cy Young this year. He makes quick work of this guy on 3 pitches. That was just too easy.
Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Travis Shaw strides in now, and we'll see if he can decide. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2. You don't have to.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. Pablo Sandoval will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. swing, and he pops him up. And this should get him out of it. Longoria is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Red Sox leave him loaded. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Chris Young will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a
very even game through 6 innings.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Young is retired, and there's one away.
And in a tie ball game already, that would have been a tough way to let the go-ahead run get on base. But luckily, this is a nice play behind the plate to make sure that guy doesn't get down to first.
Brock Holt will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Holt is retired, 2 down now.
And in a tie ball game already, that would have been a tough way to let the go-ahead run get on base. But luckily, this is a nice play behind the plate to make sure that guy doesn't get down to first.
Standing in now, Blake Swihart. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire.
Predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Xander Bogaerts will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found. Fly ball out toward left center field. And the 8th will start with a bang as this should be extra bases. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double. Dustin Pedroia stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Willie try from second. And he is in there. Moving closer towards our conclusion now. 8-2 the count in this one, as our line score will give you a look at how we got. A man at third with 1 away. Slapped hard the opposite way. Jennings has the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Well, he's going to wind up with an RBI on this ball, but I got to think that he was imagining extra bases after the
liner towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Now at the plate, Travis Shaw. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. Pablo Sandoval will stand. Called strike 0-2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
On to Forsythe covering, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Rays are out in front, 8-3.